Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be taking you through an updated look at my Filofax Pocket Original. And I'm just going to preface this by saying that I caved and went back to using Peanuts Planner Co. inserts. And I am so happy that I did. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is what it looks like when you first open it. And I have changed a couple of things around. I have these dinosaur paper clips that I got from the Container Store. And in this pocket, I actually am using it this time, believe it or not. But I have some sticky notes. This is actually like a full 3x3 sticky note that I cut down. These are little lists from Noted by 3M. And then these are actually sticky tabs that I got from Daiso. So really love that. And then on the back, I just have a spare tab in case I feel like I need it. So that goes in there. And that way I at least have something that's a different size, because I do have sticky notes throughout my planner, but sometimes, you need a different size. So this dashboard is actually from Rifle Paper Company. I bought these lemon Post-its or lemon sticky notes also from the Container Store, and you guys know me, I love my lemons. So I just used this, cut it down, and now it's my dashboard. Picture of one of my cats that passed away last year. His name was Maru. He's my little baby. So I just wanted to have his picture in here. Then this, I already showed this to you guys, I think the last time I did a planner update. But this is just kind of like a dashboard that I made myself. And I feel like for the most part, it kind of represents me. Then I have a brain dump, which I haven't really used yet, but we'll see. A lot of the Peanuts Planner Co. inserts I bought a couple of years ago, and I like to keep all of the files on a separate hard drive that I have, just so that I always, have a way to get them back if my computer crashes. If I can find the shop that I bought these from, I will link it below. They're from Etsy, but I do not remember the shop that they're from. This first section, I only have 2 sections in this planner. So this first section is like for calendars and planning. And then the second section is literally just like a mixture of everything. So I really use this section the most. So I have some Post-its that I cut in half, a quote that I like, and then I got the month on 2 pages inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. with like the grid, and I actually really love it. Obviously not doing any decorating whatsoever, because this is purely for focusing, like planning and whatever. But everything that's in this planner, at least in terms of the calendar, is also in my Mochi A5. So first I have this, which was like part of a pocket divider, like a full-size pocket divider for a just like regular size binder. And I cut it down and I made it so that the tabs alternate. So this way I can easily flip to my month at a glance, weekly, and then daily. So I liked that, but I've already been kind of planning out things that I know are coming up, like my cat's gotcha day and when my car registration expires, things like that. Goals for this year are right here. And before I forget, I printed all of these on 32-pound paper. So it is a little bit thicker than obviously normal paper, but I'm okay with that because my biggest fear is like things ripping and then I have to like redo them. I hate that. So this calendar right here is just kind of like a rundown, like, forward planning calendar. And I use this for 3 things. 1, to plan out my decor, 2, for TV shows, and 3, for movies. So that's literally all that this is for. Obviously, if there's something else that comes up that's like major, like, somebody's getting married or what have you, then I would put that somewhere else, not necessarily on here, but like I'd probably put it on one of the dividers and then just move it over when the time comes. But there's nobody, all my friends already got married. So, and then right here, I have been using the week on 1 page inserts, which I really like. I've been putting stuff in pencil just because I don't really know if it's like set in stone necessarily. Obviously, some of it is, but the other stuff, not so much. And I like having this because it's just a different way for me to look at things. And it's a little bit easier for me to plan. Then I have a list of appointments. I thought about including meetings on here, and then I was like, that would be a little bit much. So I'm leaving this strictly for appointments, and that also includes like when I go and I get various shots like flu, COVID, whatever. Then right here, I have my recurring tasks, and it should be recurring, not reoccurring, but just stuff like clean the dishwasher, disinfect the trash can. Obviously, I'm like super behind for January, but it is what it is. Then I have the cleaning checklist. I've had this for a couple of years as well. And this is tentative. I'm kind of stepping back into planning out my cleaning. And I've been severely burned out for like the last 2 years and change. So it's kind of difficult for me to plan this sort of thing out aside from when I buy groceries and when I meal prep. I'll be perfectly honest. Everything else, I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants. But I'm trying to get back into like a set routine. So we'll see how that goes. Then I have this next divider, which you guys have seen before. And this is for my dailies. So right here, this is an upcoming event in February. It has like the details for it. I'm also tracking the tax forms that I've received already. There's quite a few tax forms that I need in order to complete my taxes, mainly because I own a house and I have student loans. And I just want to make sure that like I have all that squared away and that everything was sent to me before I try to do my taxes, because I generally try to do it in February. So I'm just trying to keep track of that. This is what I currently have. So I'm still waiting on a couple of other things. I have another dinosaur paper clip, again, from the Container Store. And these are my daily inserts. So again, Peanuts Planner Co. I really like these because I don't have a whole lot that I do on any given day. And if I feel like I need more space or if I'm doing a lot, then I just move it to a notebook like this that I can just kind of throw around. And then that way I don't have to, take my planner everywhere. But it's pretty straightforward. I put whatever kind of super important events or appointments up at the top, and then everything else just kind of follows. And I also started calisthenics recently, so I have kind of been including like when I have rest days or like what I'm supposed to be working on for that day. Then this is my monthly tracker. So I'm not tracking a whole lot, but the things I am tracking are like fiber, calisthenics, And then I have some psoas muscle and hip exercises that I like to do just to kind of help with pain. Then I have outstanding to-dos. These are split into different categories. And the reason why this says do it now is because I'm actually a huge fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I always say that like in his voice. But like these are things that require my attention sooner rather than later. So like most things I can put off for a little bit. I can procrastinate. But these are things that I really cannot. And then I just have a blank daily. And then these are the other daily inserts that I bought from the shop. And I thought it would be a good idea to have, you know, something a little bit different that was a little bit more involved because my days tend to change depending on what I'm doing. So I like to just be flexible when it comes to that. My only complaint is that every time there's an insert that has a schedule, it's never like the schedule that I want. Which, for me, ideally, it would be, like, 4 a.m. to, like, 4 p.m. Or, like, 4 a.m. to 4 a.m., if that makes sense. So, I guess I could technically do 6 p.m. to, like, 11 a.m., but, you know, still. And then, right here, I just used this from, like, a notepad that I have, and these are the principles of intuitive eating, which I am fully embracing right now. So still working on it, but I've made a lot of progress recently. This, I kind of made it into like a fold out, but this is from Noted by Post-it, 3M, whatever. And it's just top 3, so you can do day, week, or month. So I thought it would be okay to just kind of put it in there in case I need it. All right, this is the section that I told you guys about that is a little insane. There's a lot of stuff in here that I refer back to. So it's essentially like notes and reference, and it's just a hodgepodge of everything. And I only have 2 dividers in here because I'm trying to cut down on the bulk a little bit. So couple of Post-its right here. This is a postcard from Pipsticks. I got it in one of the monthly sticker kits, and I just put something on here that I find funny. That's what my brother always says about his cat. Sticker that definitely represents me. I also have this, which is on the radar. So these are things that I am thinking about seriously, but I haven't quite pulled the trigger on yet. So things that like I want to keep in the forefront of my mind, but that I don't necessarily want to act on just yet, either because I want to do some more research or I'm still thinking about it, things of that nature. I've also been doing therapy notes. So like after each session, I'll talk about like what I talked with my therapist about. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I find that my sessions tend to be quite redundant. And I mean, obviously that's because of me, because I always like to talk about the same things. But I think in order for me to improve, I need to be more cognizant of what I'm talking about. So this is kind of helping with that. Or if there's anything that I want to specifically bring up, then I can jot that down as well. I have my tasks. So there's annual, monthly, and weekly. I don't have daily on here because it's usually the same thing every day. This is supposed to be where I was tracking books that I was finishing, but I am horrible when it comes to reading, so here we are. Then I have some school stuff and videos to film. I did this last year and I really liked it. So I had a running list of food that my brother and I wanted to make for Christmas. And we had like a whole month, so we were kind of burnt out by the end. But this year, we're probably only going to have like a couple of days, so we really have to like prioritize. So kind of just want to have like a list of ideas. And then we got really into games last Christmas. Like we played Uno like till the end basically of the time that I was there. And I was there for about a month. So I just found out that there's Uno Extreme now. So I'm like kind of compiling a list of games that we could get. So, you know, we have like different stuff to do. To buy list. And then I have a wish list. I dyed my blonde streak. I no longer have a blonde streak. So I decided to jot down what my actual hair dye color is. And then this is like dinner ideas. So there's a personal trainer that I follow on Instagram who I love, and she always posts really good recipes. I've made her stuff before, and I own her cookbooks. So that's what these are from. I just have them split out. Crochet projects. This has helped me immensely. So I'm working on a bunch of different crochet projects at any given time. And I can never remember, like, I can usually remember the type of yarn I'm using, but I can't always remember the type of hook. So that's kind of what this helps with. Crochet ideas, basically going to use it the same way. And then 2025 planner stuff. So these are things that like I'm still kind of thinking about for this year. So like stickers, other, and covers. I have my 2025 gift guide, which is basically just for my brother. Stuff I want to do for my birthday this year. And then I have like travel stuff. So I have these split into 3 different categories. These are a couple of hours away. These are further away. And these are the furthest. So it's just what made sense. And then my family and I are planning on going back to Korea in 2 years. So I want to make sure I have money saved up for that. And I'm trying to convince my brother to go to the Czech Republic with me. So I want to like, you know, figure out what there is to do in Prague. And I want to go back to Poland. House projects, home improvement ideas. These are non-scale victories. So these are things I'm really proud of. And then I have where's my order. So I ordered gongi and I'm really excited. Then I clipped these pages together, but they're not normally like that. So the next couple of pages, I have some credit card info. There's a tattoo place near me that I want to look into. And there's also like flight credit information because I canceled a flight from last year. So I have to use the credit up within a certain time. And then I also have some information for when I'm making my stickers. This is for cleaning. Favorite quote from Lord of the Rings. Canning schedule. This is like just a rough schedule. I don't can all of these things, but it is kind of nice to know like when stuff is in season and like when it's appropriate. And then this is like monthly setup stuff. So I don't necessarily follow this as closely as I used to, mainly because anything financial I keep in Google Sheets, and excuse me, that way I'm able to look at it whenever I want, even while I'm on the go. As far as like personal stuff, I have a Garmin watch, so that's how I track my periods and everything. And then, you know, a lot of the other stuff I do still track. And then I have my When Did I Last, which I have missed doing this so much because I even include stuff like Tdap and then flu and COVID shots. And then this last little chunk right here has sensitive information. So it has doctor and vet information. So like my doctor info, and then obviously vet information and emergency animal hospital info should my cats need it. Hopefully they won't ever again, knock on wood. And right here, this is going to be for my cats. So their names are Mochi and Baki, but I call them Chicken Man and Bonk Boy. Don't ask. But basically this is like to track their health stuff and like, yeah. And then I also got these task management pages. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to use them for just right now, but we'll see. And then this is like a cute little kitty Post-it that my mom got for me from Daiso. And I thought it was cute to kind of have the ears poking out. So I put it there. And this is an old dashboard that I put back here to kind of prevent the pages from getting all crushed back here. And then right here, this is just a note card. And I put Post-its that I cut in half on here so that I have even more if I need them. But anyways, that is everything. I am so happy with how this turned out, and I can honestly say I feel extremely motivated to not only use the planner, but be productive. So it's exactly what I wanted. But anyways, I am still using this in conjunction with my Mochi A5, so I have not given that up. I love it way too much to do that. This is really just like my absolute pet right now, but I love it so much. I don't think I will ever go out of Pocket again because it's so good. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.